DDLC 比我想的要长啊，可能是因为读的缘故。要只是看的话，应该会快很多。但既然读了就读到底吧，跟之前那个什么来着，超科学拓出一样。反正英文作品基本就这样，日文的话可能就不会这么玩。Man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ahaha. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you are all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna to be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we can get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, the joke makes no sense in translation. 因为这个伊卡是章鱼的意思，梦的话应该是伊卡在日语里面是章鱼的意思，至于 MON 的话，可以在法语里面翻译成我的，翻译成我的章鱼。Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuli's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You are spacing out again. Hey, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? No, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you are a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori sees me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hikari, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber erase up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Hikari. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I will drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I will try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. 这是我不再说这期会不会发生那个转折，因为每次我说完什么就不发生转折，就还要再打一期。Person of interest. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Hikari. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say that too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way, Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Hey, you are so funny, Hikari. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I will try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet so that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hands. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, so... But we can get started now. I won't make you wait for any longer. Jeez. Now you are making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assume you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles at the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you are her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you are fine, then let's hurry and get started today. Alright, yeah. Okay everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, so I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's see. You are certainly enthusiastic today. Of course, you know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in the place a little bit. 这个好感度上升，然后另外一个好感度下降。It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer, that's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Haha, Natsuki. What? You are not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, the other people might think that way too, right? Hikari, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the what's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want. Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lip started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki, if you are not careful, you will rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would you judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now, and it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You are not just cute, you are a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you are doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clenches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her, but finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can't read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. 真的是诗吗? Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you cannot just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. I'm a pro. So Natsuki mumbles. Yeah. Completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think of these things sometimes too. You know, when you are nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her, but as I do so, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small soft hands surprise me with their assertion. 这段形容有点鬼畜了。I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I would kill you. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I will Go put it away before someone sees it. Okay. Yeah, I will go to it. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. 下一个当然是你啊，很切黑。It's nice, I guess. Come on, I already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You are making new friends, just like what I was hoping. That makes me dun really happy. And you are happy too, right? In this club. Well, of course I am. Good. 虚假的笑容. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Hikari. Sayori. Is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hey, alright. Just tell me if you need anything, yeah? I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay, I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. 来，这应该真的来了。Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Hi. これでおしまいやな。Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she will come to me. But I should leave her be for now. 她根本就不想理你，这也是那个友好度太低的问题，可能是因为2次那个选项就选那个单词，我全是冲着那个 Natsuki 选的。Monica. Hi, Hikari. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I will have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to say. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Hikari. It's awful suspicious, you know. It's awfully suspicious. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she will end up hating me. No, I think you are misunderstanding, Hikari. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you are the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you are smart. I'm sure you will do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I will share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. 行间句好像没什么区别啊。哦，这里有点长是吧 ？The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, or meaning, or purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, a victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the source of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ahaha, you're surprised. I mean, if everything was okay, but we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they will want to focus more on everything they went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. 今天的 advice 是真的是 advice 了。Okay, you three. We are all done with sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuli isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you are right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. 什么原因呢？因为 Monica 绝对中立啊，从现在判断，这个绝对是个黑啊，这个呢是一个也算粉切黑，一开始就是很抑郁的，只是因为男主加了好感度，所以说亮起来了。所以说这三个人都不算是那个乐观向上阿卡路的那种类型，而唯一那个选词是什么 happy 啊、excitement 啊这种全部是归赛尤里，所以一旦赛尤里离开了，或者说赛尤里再也不在那个乐观向上的这个环境，就一下子压下来，是这么个意思。It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. 对，它是综合技。Where the heck did she so run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say? What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle them all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, That's not it at all. You are the most talented person here, you know. No, now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You will be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Hikari, the one who is truly useless. Ahaha, don't say that. In fact, but Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It won't probably go on long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. What's dirty work? It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Hikari may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, she may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you are just making excuses for Hikari to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Hikari to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in you literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying so. Geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Hikari, you are okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. 这还一定要选？这我觉得没有什么影响。这个嘛就是所谓的那个，在普通的 Gal Game 就是共通路线快要结束了前夜让你选，要跟哪个角色发生剧情啊？这个选项一般能大幅加好感度。普通的选项如果只能加1点加2点，这种选项一般能加5到10点，然后就进路线了。但这里我要看那个 CG。只能选这个。I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. 全部好感度下降。I mean, we are already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. 这不能选。那一个来吧。Well, baking sounds like it could be fun.And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. 所以说那个Sayori绝对不能选，这也就是为什么接下来那个剧情要发生。Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You will definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that's because. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you will be fine by yourself, right, Beauty? Of course, I'm used to it after all. That's good. Of course, not good. Even though Yuri is being.melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anyone else who need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited? Yes, everything except the performance is gonna to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Hikari? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She still starts sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just like that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something to her to do, then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you are going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you are going to make the atmosphere special. That will be very important for the way that people really during the performances. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. And with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely go to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. What are you doing? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. That's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I will bring all the ingredients. Wait, you are coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping it, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have my guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really, that's kinda strict, if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home.回复呢? Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I will text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you'd better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act that like in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Overreacting. Anyway, I will be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. 那后面应该还有一段剧情，要先去那个撒尤里家了，我记得。先去撒尤里房间。I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. 这个撒尤里是相当于一个什么叫什么 mood maker， 这个氛围制造者。就在一个小组里，肯定有一个人专门来调节气氛。一旦这个人走了，这个小组气氛就很尴尬了。就像刚刚那段。Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we are outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I will have a good time. It's already Sunday. 直接 Sunday 了。I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she will react any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. Wow. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often. BGM 突然就停止了，We used to play so often that we've made it a bit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down to greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally found her. Sayori? Hi, Hikari. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been messy. 这不就多个纸团吗？ I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. Hey, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you suddenly to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Hikari. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hey, Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. 已经坏掉了. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Hikari. 他这个脑袋刚刚好挡住了什么东西。现在看不到那个他这个人力会后面这条线的东西，这其实是个伏笔。But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You are just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hey, you are really just going to make me say that, aren't you, Hikari? I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Yes. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it impossible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want to so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Hikari. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Aha, ahaha. That's why I wanted to so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided to the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ahaha. You're right that I don't understand. 对对对，我想起这梗了。它的空调画的特别小，这空调特别小。I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I will do. No, Hikari, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by the heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Ah, Hikari. Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way, Hikari. Sayuri isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Hikari. Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I will figure out what needs to change. I will make these things go away. Make these feelings go away. And if there is anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I will get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arm around me in return. I don't know anything. It's already scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Hikari. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's very scary too. Sayuri lets me go, and as she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow, yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice. Then, yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? Of course not. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we are definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back and at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Oh. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. 这游戏只有一个正常人，就是主角，但是跟这帮不正常人的混战，这主角也变得不正常。Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna to be a long afternoon, so don't be worried. Don't be weird just because you are not used to seeing me outside of school. 哎呀，这个好累。Anyway, I'm coming in. Oh, I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course, I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You are not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? What's your hospitality, Hikari? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Guk, this is ridiculously heavy. Ahaha, I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. Hey, it's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people, but geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we are not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gonna teach you. Ahaha, what? That's a little bit more like you. You are more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuli, doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you are thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Ahaha, you get all your soul when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Hikari. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, floor, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewed about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Hikari, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You ask me. I don't really have a preference, so come on. You are not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to be fun? Try to have fun. I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See, it's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Saori and Monica's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use a food coloring then. Sounds like you are starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, let's get there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing is still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah, it will just take a little longer. Jeez, I will be here all night if you do it like that. Hey, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. What's up? Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Yeah, but stop. Not until you apologize for calling me a gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean that. I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Hikari, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asked me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes me in silence. I notice her shallow breath. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts to going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there. Dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing. Like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They will look even better once we add the icings. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up the one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So, ahaha, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we are not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you are cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you, huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle on each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I will show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we are finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. 我操，这么想。Ahaha, Sayori's exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Hey, already? That's a shame. It's your fault working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you will always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat away. Haha, I wish she would listen to me the way she listened to you. Yeah. I again think back the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today, you two. I will walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I will be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I will see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, what you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Hikari, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... 渣画质，单纯就是把一张图片放大而已。Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzily as I feel her soft breath against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Hikari, Sayori. Just now we won't. Hey, it's okay, Hikari. I just stopped by to say hi. To say hi. Well, You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so already. That's too bad. Yeah, well, see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. So just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over to today. Ahaha, well, I tried staying in my home, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me dun 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 really happy. Dun dun dun. Then you've made such a good friend. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Hikari? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Hikari. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me before being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Hikari. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? Yeah, it's true. I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Hikari, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. 颜色好像不太一样啊，颜色一样。选哪个都一样。这里还是真实一点，真实一点。啊，不对，真实应该选第二个，不好意思。其实我想选第二个，因为走这条路线了嘛，好感度肯定加到那个 Natsuki 那边，不可能加到这边，所以这边好感度肯定很低。Those are my true feelings， 妈真的这里就很渣了。So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized that it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. 其实是想点第二个，但是那个下意识点了第一个。That's why I will accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we will both be happy, Hikari. Suddenly, Sayori 有这段 C 激动我怎么忘了 wraps her arms tightly around me, Hikari. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You will never have to let go of me again. I love you, Hikari. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little more. What's this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They are not going away at all, Hikari. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I will be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly released each other, so I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, yeah? Hey, what are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me, I understand. We will go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Hikari, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling already? Smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me and you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I will give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I will do whatever it takes to have a happy future for her. 可以了，这先掐一下啊，因为马上就要大概再过5到5分钟嘛，或者甚至是2-3分钟就要出现那个场景，但我的喉咙已经吃不消了。简单说一下，就是Sayori呢本身是不乐观不阳光的，就他所说的，本身是一个应该说是抑郁症还是什么自闭症，不想出门类似症状，然后因为男主的出现，所以让他有了继续活下去的动力，所以男主是他唯一的希望，或者说他唯一的光。但这个唯一的希望现在去讨好另外的女主，这让他觉得他唯一的希望已经没有了，所以他已经对这个生活失去了兴趣。这也就是为什么这2天很抑郁，情绪也变了。最后那个他说最后他的意思应该就是，哪怕他已经这么痛苦了，已经想死了，结果男主还只是抱了他一下，说了那几句话，好像对那个 Natsuki 是也是做过的，这我不太清楚，但我也不清楚那个Sayori究竟要什么，可能是a kiss， no idea。但接下来你就知道会发生什么了啊！这喉咙已经吃不消了，因为接下来是很关键的一段，这个现在这个已经念不动了，还先掐一下，留个悬念。到这么关键的时候突然掐掉了。